side. Just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a carry here for Orleans, Darkwa. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Darkwa. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's one under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Beckham, the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rodgers now to throw. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Kristen Michael, 94 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
And New York set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down following the incompletion. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Manning going to throw. A screen here to Vereen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's got Cruz complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Cruz has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Manning now on 1st down. It's complete to Cruz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And they get 28 yards. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Manning to throw on second down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Zebra. Check. Blue 80. Regular.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now Manning, got to have this one. That is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz from 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the run, this is Michael. And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now a give. This is the fullback, Ripkowski. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Manning now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Heads up.
Manning will try again on second down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Heads up.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One final try now for Manning. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And it's ha-ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice into Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.